we were on home assignment and we were doing some research, and we visited the Echo Farm in Florida. We just thought, oh, this would be such a fantastic idea to replicate this in South Africa. One of the big challenges that we were facing was that people wanted to grow food, but they actually had no idea how much food they could grow and the quality of food that they could grow. When we would teach people over our first 10 years, they actually couldn't visualize what 2 meter high maize was, because their maize was only about 1.25 meters.
We were inspired by seeing all the different tropical food plants and subtropical food plants, appropriate technologies. And we thought, wouldn't it be great if we had a place where people could come and be inspired by the fruitfulness of God's good creation as we look after it, what is actually possible. But for the first time to see, wow, that's possible, and it's possible with what I have access to.
And so this was the big dream, was to try and show people in a very experiential sort of way what was possible. People, when they look around, and if they're struggling with unemployment or lack of resources, they look around and they see nothing. And part of what we do walking alongside people is we help them to see that even the smallest thing that they have available can be used to grow food. And so that's why we don't use any heavy equipment in our farming methods. Basically, all that's needed is a hoe. We teach them how to use the soil that they have. So no matter how bad their soil is, we can come along and teach them methods to enhance their soil, to increase the fertility over time. And then we just even encourage them to look around for natural resources like the grass around them, the leaves. They can use that for blanket on their soil. They can use all of the natural resources, the organic matter, to make the best fertilizer possible for free, and that's compost. And we just encourage people and say, you can make better compost than you can even buy, and it's for free.
Learn the principles, learn what can be done on a very small plot, and then gain the experience, and you'll be able to have the tools to scale up yourselves at your own pace.
So it's helping them to see that there's actually provision there already for them, that doesn't have to be coming from the outside, that doesn't have to be given by an NGO, by a government organization, by another person, that God has already given them what they need to be successful.
We've just finished 6 weeks of training on Fridays. We had 20 leaders here, and I characterized them as teachers. On the first day, we asked the question, where are you from? Tell us your name, and what do you hope to learn from being here? What do you hope to achieve? And so many of them said, we want to learn how to grow food and do it well, to look after our soil, but we want to be able to take that knowledge back to our communities and teach other people. And for me, that is incredibly inspiring, that they were already thinking in terms of influence and leadership.
Growing food, people have many expectations, and they believe that if you don't have enough land or enough space, you can't grow food. But you don't need that. Even if you live in a flat, in your balcony, you can always get containers and grow your own fresh veggies.
My name is Zama Ndlovu. I must change my mind and also my heart. The way we use our minds is the way that we'll get this country very far. For us coming here into Inundo, help us a lot, because now we have a clue on what to do next. I think maybe by January we're gonna do everything that we learned here. South Africa has a high unemployment rate, and then it has risen because of COVID-19. So I think everyone must just have their own garden.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, my name is Musangiti from Bottas Hill in Newswa.
And what is your profession?
My profession is a primary school teacher. I have been in a training for 6 weeks, specializing on vegetable planting, and I have learned a lot, keeping the soil wealthy, so that the soil will look after your plants, and many other methods of planting different vegetables. And for me, the investment that I have gained here, I'm going to share it with the community. I'm planning to develop one school, one garden project, so that will teach our kids at a primary level how to plant the vegetables and start their own small gardens at home and at school, so that they can sustain food sustainability. So I think it is the opportunity as I grow up, because I have got a network of influence at church, at school, in the community, so that we can teach other people to help themselves. Everything starts on the soil, on the land.
Getting to know the participants in our training these last 6 weeks has helped me get to know some of the qualities. And there's incredible creativity in these young people. There's determination and perseverance. There's vision. A couple of young women have started their own NGO, and they've got such a passion for their community, and they've got vision. They want to see that community transformed through the skills of food security and then the character that comes around that.